amazing. Not the whip, but like the filming
so
part.
Horrible. Hi, I'm calling to see if my car is still under warranty.
So your warranty will expire December 15th.
December 15th? Okay, great. In that case, can I schedule an appointment to bring the car in?
Call your wife back. First step, call your wife back, bro.
Don't buy a BMW. They're not reliable, even the B58 apparently. All right, we just got here. Footage of what?
The footage of you bringing your car in
into service. Shut up. Hey, look, it's an X5, but probably not broken like mine. Maybe we just take that one.
That's a B58?
That's no. Oh, dang.
Let's test drive. Yo, you think they'll let us test drive the M50?
No. They're gonna look at us and be like, look at the way that these guys are dressed. I mean, look at you.
Look at me so weird.
He was confused, like why you're even there. Dude, how about if we get like an E90 as like a beater and just no? You don't like them?
I don't want any problems right now.
I heard the M52 is like really reliable though.
I blew my M52 up.
Well, of course you did. Look at this thing.
This is the guy that your wife tells you not to worry about.
If I can pick two cars to have.
X5M and 911.
No,
I said it for you.
No.
Don't say Supra.
Supra.
No, why?
Supra. Dude, imagine this and then a Supra. That would be, maybe I just sell the M3. And, dude, look at this. Oh my God. That's actually fire. This is very similar to Brian's spec because it's Isleman green and it has the Silverstone. Yeah, well.
Those are aftermarket. These are aftermarket.
That's interesting, but it made it to the
And
showroom
this
floor.
looks like the Keys Motorsports ones, actually.
I don't know. But it made it to the showroom floor. But is this the M5? Dude, it's so weird seeing it like, oh, it is an M5. It's so, this is a really nice blue. I really like the way it looks. The interior is sick. What's the MSRP on it? Oh my God. Dude, $130,000 for this car.
Cheap. It's actually pretty cheap. For what this car does and gets you, like compared to like R6s. You see what I'm saying? Does it feel like you're in an M? See? I think you're starting to agree with me. It just feels like a regular BMW.
It does. It does. But I do really like it though.
I like it.
This is a nice place to be. Look at all the ambient lighting with like the M stuff. I don't like the no shifter even in an M car. Like at least keep it in the M car. But it's, you have all the carbon, you have, these seats are kind of, I mean, these feel like 5 Series seats. Like they feel like I can roll around in them. You know what I mean? Like this feels like for a bigger person.
That's what, nothing screams M to me in here. Pop this boy in sport mode. Look, I even coded the M displays.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so look. You get Sport Plus. It's in Sport Plus. Extra dynamic setting right now. Watch this. Nailed. Yep. All 4 cylinders are firing.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is mad anticlimactic.
Prepare for liftoff. Look at this, bitch. I never knew it had Sport Plus. This is my first time ever putting in Sport Plus. It's the normal Sport.
Look at this. We have the Supra, the M3, and look over there. The X5 is back. About a month after you guys saw those clips, which I don't even remember what I filmed, but if it wasn't clear, we had an issue with the X5. Now, this issue, and I'll tell you guys exactly what it was. This issue happened way back when. Back when I changed the oil on the X5 and I got a low oil pressure warning on the car. At the time, I thought it was due to a faulty filter. I put the original filter back in and then the light eventually went away. I assumed that's what it was. It turned out to be more than that. So you guys will see this in a later video, but essentially I raced the X5. I basically went wide open throttle on it and I got that same warning again. Now, for those of you who know cars pretty well, especially the B58, you'll know that these things have a common issue with the oil pump. So after getting this issue first way back when I changed the oil on this X5, and then also getting it when I went wide open throttle, it basically signaled to me that when the oil pressure needed to be pumped up, it was struggling to do so, so it had to be the oil pump. Anyways, we're gonna get inside the Supra right now. We're gonna fire this thing up and then we're gonna move it out of the way and we're gonna pull the X5 in because, well, the story continues. So we need to get the X5 in the driveway and get it lifted. Man, it feels so good to have this X5 back for so many reasons, guys. I mean, just the fact that I don't have to drive the M3 with the family anymore is so nice. Now, don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed it. It was really fun and it was really funny because sometimes I get out of my M3, which you guys know is pretty modified, and I had like baby seats in the back, I had strollers in the trunk. Me and my wife and the kids would go out and I'd literally get out of the M3 and I feel like people would stare at us because, you know, it's not really, well, how can I put this? You wouldn't expect a family to get out of that car. Like I said, guys, I was pretty sure it was the oil pump. Thankfully though, the car had, I kid you not, 2 more weeks left of warranty. Now, this is where the story gets a little more interesting. And I'm gonna almost like filter out a little bit because in the end, it worked out. So I don't wanna, you know, come off like I'm complaining or throw anyone underneath the bus. But long story short, I took my car to BMW and they confirmed that the oil pump is bad, but they refused to do the work because I changed my own oil. Now, for those of you who watch my channel, you'll know that I maintain all of my cars except the M3 because that one still is covered under BMW and they give me oil changes for free. And legally, guys, a dealership or a car company, a car manufacturer, whatever it is, they can't deny you warranty for doing work on your own car. As a matter of fact, if they want to deny you warranty on something and they're claiming that you did something to the car, they basically have to prove that that something you did was what's causing the issue that, you know, you're coming in for. So in this case, they had to prove that the oil that I did basically messed up the oil pump, which they couldn't in the end. Now, part of the reason why they were denying it was because they were at first claiming that I drilled the oil pan because they saw an aftermarket oil drain bolt on it. If you guys, again, watch my channel, you'll know that I put magnetic drain bolts on these cars just to help, you know, pick up any loose debris or anything like that. It's not drilled, it's not a different size, it's literally the same size of an OEM one. They saw an aftermarket drain bolt and they quickly assumed that I stripped the pan at some point and then I drilled into the pan. I had to put a different plug, and if I didn't drill the pan properly, that could have caused the oil pump. But then even when I told them that wasn't the case, they still tried to deny it because I changed my own oil. It's a whole thing. I basically went back and forth with them, and ultimately they went back to BMW and got the warranty to go through. I know this is probably not making a lot of sense. I'm keeping a lot of stuff out because, well, in the end, honestly, the guys at the dealership, they're great. The guys that I worked with, well, all except for one. But anyways, the main guy that I was working with, he was awesome. He was super helpful. The last thing I'll say is, and this is the thing I want to check out, is they were really holding on to the fact that this drain plug was defective or causing an issue, so much so that they're like, hey, look, in the end, we're going to cover the oil pump, which they did, but we're not going to cover the oil pan and the drain bolt. I was like, well, why does that even need to be covered? They're like, well, it's leaking. Now, my theory is they didn't want to admit that they're wrong by saying anything about this drain bolt, so they had to say something, but I still don't think it's leaking. So we're going to go underneath the car right now, and we're going to see, is it actually leaking? Because, yeah, my theory is it is not. But we're going to see how legitimate what they said is, or were they just, you know, making stuff up. All right, so here is the drain bolt. You guys can see that. I'm struggling to hold this camera right now, but anyways, here's the drain bolt, guys, and here's a light. I do not see any oil. It looks completely dry to me. I don't see a speck of oil on this thing. Crazy. So clearly they weren't being honest when they said it was leaking. Yeah. Crazy, guys. Again, in the end, I don't want to say anything bad about the dealership. The guy that I worked with was the man. If you are watching this, sir, I appreciate your help and all that. It's just crazy to me how these bigger companies, these bigger dealerships, like, structure things. Like, you tried to deny my warranty claim because you said there's something wrong with the drain bolt and the oil pan. And you guys even went back to BMW to get this warranty claim to go through. You still wanted to hang on to the fact, well, there's still something wrong with that oil pan and the drain bolt. I was like, well, what's wrong? They're like, it's leaking. It's clearly not. Look, it is what it is. We got the X5 back. The oil pump is fixed, it's replaced. The car no longer has any issues. I'm just happy that it's back. I'm sorry that I haven't made any videos explaining it. It's been a month and I've been kind of like stringing you guys along. It was because I wanted to make sure everything went through. Again, there was back and forth with the dealership. I have a video of when I went wide open throttle on the X5, and I don't want anybody to start, you know, coming up with things of, well, it's because you did what you did, that's what caused this issue. This issue happened way back when I first changed the oil. And if you guys know how I drive this X5, I literally cruise with it. I never push this thing. That other video that I'm gonna release after this one, maybe, that was the only time I pushed it. But again, it wasn't the first time that this issue happened. So that's why I was like waiting to upload this video and explain everything. I just can't believe that drain bolt is completely dry. Like, they were so convinced it was leaking and it was the issue. Anyways, regardless, guys, we have the X5 back. Honestly, I'm just grateful for that. Not even just for YouTube, but just for my family, for my wife. She loves this thing. She likes driving the M3 and the Supra, but she feels most comfortable driving a bigger SUV, and I feel most comfortable with her driving a bigger SUV. But anyways, hopefully this video clears some things up, and if nothing else, maybe this video taught you how to deal with dealerships a little bit. Like, don't back down. Don't, you know what you're entitled to, know the laws when it comes to this stuff, and know that, like that one guy who tried to play me with, know that they can't tell you just because you worked on your own car, they can deny a warranty claim. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, drop it a like, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, with that said, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
If you don't listen that much,